Ladies and gentlemen, a shed update, and I know everyone's with bated breath. What am I doing with the shelves? And I am basically taking 2x4s and shoving them up underneath, squaring off the shelving, because when it hit it, it actually, I guess, poor craftsmanship on my part, bent the shelves down a little bit, which it was old scrap wood too that I used, but that's all I had to work with, because when I built this, I built a smaller and medium-sized shed, and I ran out of money, and this was all scrap. But anyway, the Father's Day windstorm that took the tree out took the hit the shed, so it is what it is. But anyway, taking 2x4s, trying to get them shoved in here. And one thing I got to mention, I know everyone's, model kits have a tendency to avalanche slide. I don't care if you have straight shelves. I mean, perfectly squared off, model kits will always fall over, because they just happen to, I think they just do that. Box crush, weight, the wind. It's just, that is one constant, I think, problem you have if you have a bunch of kits, and that is constantly, want to fall over. But anyway, we're going to get there. In here, I've slowly been working my way around. Let me flip this around. Trying to get the 2x4s on the bottom there, and we're going to work our way up. And yes, I know things are leaning. That's just the way it is. And again, that's just one of those things that with model kits, it just happens. So, and I started working on that side, trying to get that leveled off, and some of the shelves were crooked when I put it in there, because it was probably 100 degrees, and at a certain point in time when it's hot and everything, you just quit caring. But anyway, on to a shed update, and I have I got a couple of garage sale finds, which we'll have to do them later, but since we're upstairs, I went to a couple consignment stores and found some goodies. So let me put the coffee up so I won't spill it. One consignment store, I have to go visit the lovely ladies every weekend. They do hold stuff for me. A 4D lunar rover. I don't have I do have like a 35th or 24 scale lunar rover kit, but I don't have the 4D one. And I don't have much 4D stuff, because it's kind of those, bridge that gap between toy and model kit. And anyway, I wanted this basically more for the rover itself, not necessarily for the astronaut. I don't know how out of scale or in scale he is, but anyway, it's just one of those, and not necessarily have to. And again, I don't know if the lunar rover is totally correct, with all the dimensions and all that, but it close enough to me. But anyway, a 4D lunar rover. We are adding to our, which I got to go downstairs, because that is where we keep the real space section. So one other consignment store I go to is basically a hole in the wall. It's one of those, if you drive past it, you don't know it, and it's a little treasure trove occasionally. And so I picked, man, quite a few kits. I'll show just some of them. One of them is the old Tester's Itinerary BMW motorcycle. Again, came out in 1979, and look, steel, sealed. I thought that was a really unique find. I got a bunch of these somewhere. Yeah. Again, they made a bunch of these, and then one of those, people liked them, but then I can remember they were always on clearance too, growing up, and we picked them up, because you can always use figures, heads, hands, always use the motorcycle. But anyway, a little dirty wherever it's sat for a long time, but anyway, adding another classic to the Ark. Now, the next wads here is going to be car models, vintage car models, if you will. One is the Revell Targa. This is a snap fit kit, and I have to say, these kits that I picked up, the boxes are in excellent condition. I couldn't believe it. Now they may be a little dirty, but I mean they're perfectly square. That's kind of odd. You just don't see stuff like that, you know. This one was put together, which is fine. Which now it is a snap fit, so technically no glue. So if you want to pop it apart and sand off anything, easy done. And but it's one of those. I never even seen this one. So when did it come out? Let's find the date. 1979. Fine year, like fine wine, if you will. So the Targa, we're going to add that to the Ark. One other, well, that came out in 1978. Yeah, we're going with a theme here. This is the Cord 8112. And one thing I got to say, I like late 70s, 80s. I love monogram kits. I like, just like Aurora, the subject matter, Monogram did the same thing. They did odd subjects, and I liked how their kits were made. Now I don't know if this is like, if you ever built a Monogram old airplane kit, jet, it looked like the like an F-14. I don't know if it's got all the correct panel lines and all that, but when you built it, it was simple. You could put it together and you had a nice representation. That's one thing I liked about old monogram kits. Now, one other thing I do not like about monogram kits, I don't like pictures of the actual model on the box art. That is just one of my pet peeves. I'd rather have, a painting or a scene, but the actual model kit itself, I don't know. I don't know why they went that route. 70s and 80s, just showing, I do not know. Maybe I'll have to go read somewhere in a model magazine or a book and figure out why they did it. But this one was not started, and it was, really good shape. So we're adding the Cord 8112 to the Ark. And we're going to add a kit that I do not own, or something of it I do not own, and that is the Monogram die-cast metal EMG-TC. Now, if you've never seen one of these kits, basically you get a metal body and then the rest is plastic. I do not own one of these at all. I was trying to look deep and wide in here, but I do not own that. It's a rarity that I own something that's equivalent to the old Monogram. When did that come out? 1977. Yeah, we're getting down. But anyway, if you've never seen one of these, pretty standard Monogram kit that comes with metal body, which it's cool and all, but prefer the plastic, but that's just me. But anyway, I was kind of shocked when I found one of these. I was like, good. So the Ark is getting a Monogram die-cast metal kit to add to the vintage car collection. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, and I had to look in here. I may have some of the company Gunzy, but I'm pretty sure I don't have the Triumph TR2. And when did that come out? 1985. But anyway, if you never, I never, growing up, sometimes you didn't look at the name, you always, I associated Gunzy with paint. I didn't really, not kits. And I don't know if it's like, Hasegawa quit with Gunzy name, or something like that, but beautiful kit. Not even started. It was just it was a car kit weekend when I was looking through the consignment stores today. So anyway, I thought that was a unique find. So and they're all like Now, I'm going to probably speak out of turn here, 40s and 30, 20 kits, just an odd mix, and that's what we like to do here inside the yard. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. We're adding some more classic car kits because the shelf ain't full enough, and I know everyone's worried about, and we're just trying to get the 2x4s under here and get everything level. And then once I get everything level, I can hopefully come back in, and I got to re-stack a few things, and because it is in disarray. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.